Welcome back, folks. Right, so you're watching Cape Rugby TV. Before the break, we promised you that we would go to the logs, results, and fixtures. We're going to do that in a second. First, let's take a look at the first half between Brackenfell and Durbanville. Things are getting closer and closer in the Super League A. Let's take a look. Right, there we go. Jerome, let's go straight to you. Brackenfell, Durbel. Of course, halftime score there. Brackenfell leading 17-12.
Yeah, pretty even. But Durbel had an opportunity there. See the Clayton, the number 9, just falls short of the try line there. They had an opportunity to score, but pretty even and good defense from both sides. And you can see Brackenfell field isn't so good, but you can see the coaches did their homework, so they all just play with the forward, slow the game, maul, try to play in the right areas of the field. So yeah, it's pretty even the first half.
Just looking at what I saw there, the game looked kind of slow to me.
But because, like I say, you can't actually run on the field there. You saw the good try from Durbel there, playing the ball wild with the winger, obviously like a 2-on-1 opportunity to go score. Yeah. But other than that, there was no actually speed in the game because they just played up with their forwards. They played a lot of 9, so you couldn't run on that field.
All right, let's take a final look then at the results in Super League A, and we'll also pick up the rest of your results then. In Super League A, then we see False Bay 57-5 over NTK, UWC 23-40. They lost to Kales River. Hamlets went down to Unimil 19-15. St. George's beating Tygerberg 13-3. And of course, as you we'll talk about the Durbel result a little bit later, and we've already given you the Helderberg result against Hamilton, 31 points to 20. Jerome, just jumping on that there, looking at the result there, St. George's will be happy with that win over Tygerberg. It keeps them sort of in the middle of the table, 13-3.
Yeah, it keeps them going. I mean, they both on the same. I think they both have 10 points. But it's a good win for them. It's a home game, so it's a
Yeah.
good win for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move to the results now in Super League B. Of course, Vineyards, well, they take those points against Paarl, and then Carlamore beating Primrose 28 points to 20. CPUT, well, they went down to Belleville 30 points to 23. Hands on Hearts 32-12 over Langa and Belha, going down to Collegians 46 points to 37. Jerome, I think you were at that game against Belleville, where Belleville will be happy with that result, beating CPUT 30-23.
Yeah, I think it's a deserved win for Belleville there. Just feel a bit for the students because they played the USA tournament. So they play Wednesday, they played a game, and then coming from Durban, flying back on Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday play a game. So, but it's a good win for Belleville.
Let's take a look at the results in Super League C. Goodwood with a win over Pernille Villagers, 29 points to 20. Maisi Pumulele beating Albions 15-7. Kraaifontein 29-5 over Morningstar. And Scottsdene 5 all against Van der Stel. Eersterivier 36-37. Close win against, close loss against Macassar Busy Bees. Drawing with Hamadias and Blue Jets while beating Rangers 15-13. Jerome, just quickly looking at some of those results there. One of the biggest results of the weekend was that draw between Scottsdene and Van der Stel, where we know that a lot of players from Scottsdene were playing at Van der Stel before. They've come back to Scottsdene. Scottsdene has made a supreme effort to make sure that the club is organized. They're putting a lot of pressure on the ward councillors and the facilities manager to make sure that the field is being looked after. And by the way, folks, we're going to come and take a look at some other stage, and I'm hoping to see at Scottsdene that the field has got water, that the lines are on the field, and that there's proper lights up there and fencing. So we're coming to take a look, make sure that Scottsdene is looking good. But yes, Jerome, that would have been a massive result, and for both of them. Of course, we know Van der Stel at the moment completely dominating Super League C, but what a performance for both sides.
Yeah, great performance, and I think they don't need water in the field now. JP, there's enough water. But
there's enough water, yeah.
It's a great result, yeah, and well done to Scottsdene for, I know, like you say, they got some players back, and I think it's the first, because Van der Stel were winning all the games, so it's a very good result for Scottsdene.
Yeah, what a performance from both sides, I think. But I mean, the Scottsdene fans will be extremely happy about that. The other big result that I looked at there was the close number between Macassar and Eersterivier. It was only a 1-point win for them over Eersterivier for Macassar.
Yeah, something's happening in Eersterivier, which is good for rugby, because we know Macassar is a good start, established side, and for Eersterivier to put up a performance like that, well done to them.
Yeah, and then of course, I think Busy Bees against Hamadias, another draw. Busy Bees has been a little bit 50-50 this season, and they'll be happy with that draw against Hamadias, who also have been playing great rugby this year.
Yeah, surely they'll take the points because Hamadias is a quality side.
Yeah. All right, let's quickly take a look at your other results then. In the Northern League, it was, of course, the points go to Silurians, and then Violets beating Young Ideas 40 points to 7, while in the Southern League it was a win for Young Stars over Laguna, 30 points to 10. Titans and Rocklands, we'll talk about that in a second. Peninsula going down to Young Wesleys, and then well, there's a second result there which we'll probably have to take a look at. And then in the Paarl, Lower Paarl beating Allendale 44-11. Young Standards beating Paarl Rangers. Simondium went down to Riverstones, and Violets. Paarl went down to Young Gardens. Right, folks, well, of course, as you know, Decro Paints is on board with Cape Rugby TV. Decro, of course, brings paints to life, and every week we bring you a little DIY video courtesy of Decro. Of course, it is waterproofing time at the moment. Make sure that your house, your roofs, your walls are all properly waterproofed. Take a look. There we go, folks. Decro, of course, brings paint to life. Remember, you can find Decro down at N1 City and also the brand nationwide. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll carry on talking club rugby. Back in a sec.